for football. So are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And all the way down to the 35. A big... Change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the Lions, first down.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw, Goff. And that's out to the flat for Swift. 3 yards the gain there, second down. This defense for the Packers, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
2nd and 7. There's Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Goff on target to Hockenson for a Lion first down.
T.J. Hockenson came into the NFL with big expectations. His big strides, they came in year 2 when his receptions jumped from 32 as a rookie to 67 last year. They expect those numbers to continue to go up, and they will when he continues to make catches like that.
And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
first and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second and goal, Goff. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's third and goal. A run with Huntley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long fourth and goal. Interesting decision. I can see if you're on the 1-yard line, push it in, you're at home, but I don't know from this distance.
How far would you push it? 2-yard line, 3-yard line? We're beyond the 4. So this is what we're talking about now. This is a long way. And I know it's a disappointment to come away without getting a touchdown after that drive. But how about coming away with no points by going for it, not getting it? Bring out the field goal kicker, get 3, and move on.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The 27. Julian for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Julian Okwara just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? At his offseason, he came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. The give is to Jones. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. Room to run inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it. Still doing it at a high level. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand. Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is gone. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Goff throwing again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss, but it's going to be second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 56. Mike 56. Who that?
Now it's Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And able to find Allen Lazard.
A first down catch for Allen Lazard has turned out to be a personal favorite of quarterback Aaron Rodgers. He's carved out a nice role in this Packers receiver rotation.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Rodgers going to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down.
Squeeze, double up. Mike, 56. 30. Come on, dude. 56. Yeah. 56. Get the ball.
To throw is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Open man, here is Cobb. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Throwing is Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
26. Cut. 56 Mike.
Now Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Well, what a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal.
Hey, you block over here. 56. Hey, tight. Hey, Mike. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Bandit.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but in that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing on third, Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So first thing comes to my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go, hey. Mike 34, Mike 34. Go, go, go. Back one.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Mike 34, Mike 34. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They don't want to repeat. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. They run with Jones on first down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up second and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's second and 10. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple on what should be the final carry of half number one. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Second down at 4. Again, it's Jones. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth. The Packers go for it. Rodgers looking deep for Adams, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Crosby with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's gone. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Goff now looking to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Play action. It's gone. He's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down all the way inside Detroit's 20. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On second down, it's Jones. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They find some open field here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, 38 yards. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. That's complete to Cow. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That's complete, and once again it's Cobb. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down and 6.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On play action, Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Rodgers again now. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. To
throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. A Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple.
It's second and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Adams. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
56. Check 56. You can't block me. You can't block me. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Yeah. He don't want none. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Goff now to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Out of the gun, Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time for Goff on fourth. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now Goff on first down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Quickly here, and that's complete. And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run it here with Huntley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Goff. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here's Lewis. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Back to throw, Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And oh my, mistake there. Backs up, takes a fair catch at the 3-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it over the tip. Think about the 2015. Didn't you see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen?